Alright. Super 6 middleweight tournament kicked off tonight with Jermaine Taylor versus Arthur Abraham. Come on, y'all. Come on. I know I had him getting knocked out in the 6th round, but after the 5th, was Jermaine Taylor really worth the shit? Abraham, if he'd have just thought about it earlier, could have done it earlier. But comes out with a 12th round knockout of Jermaine Taylor. It's too bad that you can't switch people out after the first round's already been completed. Because really, Jermaine Taylor, it's got to be proven fact now. Everybody that fights this dude now is going to win. Everybody that fights Taylor is going to win. They're going to know they can knock him out. They're going to know they can outlast him. Man, he got knocked out cold again. This dude has no chin. None. The big shots that Abraham hit him with earlier didn't quite catch him flush. The one shot that caught flush, bam. Bam, right in between the gloves. That one shot put Taylor on the ground, out. His eyes were closed. His eyes were closed before his body hit the ground. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh at him, but damn it, man. I thought you were going to get your shit together this time. But, you know, had it been somebody else whose defense maybe wasn't as good as Abraham's, like say maybe Carl Froch again, would Taylor have lasted? I don't know. He got knocked out around the same time. He got crazy around the same time. You know, maybe it's true. Maybe he does just need a better corner. Because what I hear out of Ozell Nelson's mouth just, I mean, doesn't make any sense to me. They're not training this guy to box like they should be. They want him to be able to take people out. He's not going to take people out. Jermaine Taylor can't take. Did you hear Arthur Abraham at the end of the fight? Dude, not so hard. Yeah, not so hard. You don't hit very hard, dude. You drop people because they're stiff and uncomfortable. You dropped Kelly Pavlik because he was stiff and uncomfortable, and you rocked him, but he survived. You dropped Carl Froch. It was his first time in America, wasn't it? You dropped him, but he was real stiff. And he survived and knocked you out. You didn't do shit to Abraham. You won the first few rounds. Got a point deducted. Low blows. I mean, you had a lot of obvious low blows. Take away the fact that, you know, the last couple may have been borderline. Before that, you know, that one was real direct. So Taylor just wasn't in this fight. Even when he was winning rounds, he wasn't in this fight. All Abraham was doing was sizing him up. I started to take out a piece of paper and write down punches hit as I saw him. Taylor Abraham, Taylor Abraham. You know, but after about round 8, I was like, the hell with it. He's not going to do anything else. He's done. I told you he had stamina problems. I'm surprised he didn't get knocked out earlier. He's going to probably lose. He's not going to make it to the semifinals in this tournament. And after that, if you need the money, go fight the lower ranks then, bud, because that's where you're going to be. Nobody's going to care to fight you. And I know that's harsh, and I want him to be better because, you know, I like to root for the home team too. I like to root for him. I don't necessarily like to judge for him. I'm going to get to that in my next video. Bullshit on the second fight. And it's not just because Carl Froch won. It's the way he won. The point deduction, the scoring, the judging, it was horrid. The referee was horrid throughout the whole fight. Darrell did a real good job about it. Anyway, Taylor Abraham. Abraham now has established a reason for people to respect his power, which I have originally thought, you know, was real good. It was a real good thing to establish your power in this tournament. Why? Because if you can't make the other guy respect your power, then some of these guys with good chins are going to walk right through your punches. And if they walk right through your punches, they put themselves in close quarters to knock you the hell out. Mikhail Kessler, Carl Froch, Arthur Abraham. So if you can't make them respect your power, which Taylor couldn't, he couldn't make this dude. He could not make this dude to fight 8 rounds with a broken jaw respect his power. It wasn't nothing. At no point in time was Abraham hurt. Taylor, despite what they say, Taylor was hurt. About midway through the fight, round 5 maybe. He was hurt. He survived, but he was hurt. You know, this was picture perfect for Arthur Abraham, and just exactly what people expected out of Jermaine Taylor. That's why before the fight, was it? He was a little bit over a 2-1 underdog. Taylor was. Before that, at one point in time he was a 10-1 underdog, and I think that was probably the right case. Lots of people putting their bets in early on the underdog for reasons they couldn't really explain. Come on, I mean, I'm not gonna sit here all night and talk about it, but it went how it was supposed to go. Taylor's going to do the same thing. Everybody's going to come in. His next 2 opponents are coming with the same strategy. Sure, you can look good for 3 or 4 rounds, bud, but after that, the fight's going to go my way. If I knock you out, I knock you out. Arthur Abraham is already over Carl Froch, who also had a bullshit victory tonight. It was total bullshit. All right, so I guess that's the end of my Taylor Abraham afterthoughts. But there does need to be more tournaments like this. But like I said, they do need to focus more on putting more of the right people in. Green should have been in this tournament. If they were going to pick 3 Americans, Green should have been one of them. I don't think you could make the case for Jermaine Taylor, especially now. Andre Ward, people expect a lot of things, but looking at his record, you can't expect the kind of things that maybe Green do or Andrade. All right, this is NaptownBorn. Just sitting here. I watched the fight and get jacked up, and I had to post my vid on my thoughts on the fight. And my next one's coming up about Froch versus Darrell. People watch out for Darrell. Y'all be cool. Subscribe. Deuces.